I want to show a quick flip through of my favorite homeschool lesson planner, Schoolnest. It's awesome. The cover is velvety and so pretty. The artwork is beautiful. And this year Megan has added her homemade version with the spiral, and that's perfect. Just a heads up, disclaimer, ADHD brain, go on bunny trails, talk too fast, talk too slow. I don't know. Just the thing. Look at that artwork. So pretty. And then I love to add, I'm a visual person. So I'm a very sticker, things that are pretty person. I love visuals, and then to add things that spark joy. This is our homeschool motto, which I will attempt to read my chicken scratch. Okay. In our homeschool, we believe childhood should be full of muddy boots, wild ideas, and stories that stick with you forever. Our homeschool is rooted in the freedom to explore the magic of nature and the joy of learning together as a family. We grow creativity through hands-on adventure and dive into great books and make room for wonder every day. What does that say? Through curiosity leads the way, and learning feels like life and not school. Oh, I love that. And again, stickers to spark joy. We are homesteaders, beekeepers. We have like 60 chickens. I use a lot of herbs in my healing ointments and tinctures, and just love this. I love these. And if I use Canva for a lot of it, and I'll just turn it into a sticker. And these pages are thick and durable, and they hold up stickers and pictures pretty well. I just print off a page about my daughter and myself, because these turn into almost like a scrapbook, like a memory keeper. I will say that I have to, because of ADHD, forward plan, daily plan, and reverse plan. I used to forward plan, and then I would be disappointed and just give up. And then I just tried reverse planning, and then I realized that I found ways around not doing what needed to be done, or not being able to see where we should be and how much time is left. So reverse planning is wonderful as long as I have a forward plan too. And again, I need out of sight, out of mind. If you're ADHD, or you know someone that's ADHD, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So I like to have everything visual, pretty. If it's pretty and visual, it's a bonus. And just to remind me what we are using, because if we take a week off for a holiday or vacation, I'm going to forget with all the resources available. And I have a spot for all of them because I need to. They each have their own home, but I will still out of sight, out of mind. So that's why I have that visual. It would be so obvious, what it would be like an unnecessary for most, but for me it is. This is our year calendar for the nature club that we partnered with our co-op. So we'll have groups coming in to do some fun activities here on the homestead. We are so excited for this. On this page, I highlight the different things we have: first, last day, nature club, when the quarterly reports are due, because in our state we have to report quarterly. Orange is no school, or it's a holiday, vacation, co-op, cooking class, and yoga. And then this is just our nature club dates blacked out. This is the nature club topics. This is where my field trips will go. The attendance tracker is awesome. And because I'm only homeschooling one now, we have extra pages, or an extra page for that. So I'm using this one for my own personal use workout. For the progress tracker on this spread, the 2-page spread, I'm using it just for subjects, because sometimes we won't use the workbook or the curriculum assigned, and we will do something else. And I want to make sure that's counted. So as long as we've, even if we veer off, I can count it, I can mark it and see it visually. That's helpful. I like that. For this, I'm using as our unit. Each square is a unit. Each unit is 3 to 4 weeks long. And I like to see where we're at. And then we use beyond the page primarily but we use other things too. And I'd only use the beyond the page because there are so many books. I need to see where we're at in each unit study. And then we will be doing the Good and Beautiful and our own curriculum that I designed for writing. And Math with Confidence too. Okay. For this, I'm not sure what to use this for. I love it. I don't need it for a reading tracker because we have read aloud in the morning for morning time. We read before bed every single day. So reading, I don't need to track. I'm not sure what to use this for. I was like, maybe days outside, but again, we're outside every day. So I'm not sure. If you have any ideas that I didn't mention, like, let me know, because I'm not sure. I'm open. And then last year, I put the books that we were reading for each subject. So I would put the subject up here, and then the books that we're reading for that subject. It was a lot. It was overwhelming. So this year I decided to separate it by month and just put the books that we read as we go in here. Tally it up. At the end of the year, we can, it'd be a nice visual of all the books we've read. And this is September's spread. And this page, I think I'm going to use for highlights. So if we do something exciting or something I want to highlight over here, or even something we're grateful for, or anything like that. And this page will be for pictures. I have a little picture printer thing I've had forever, and it's still holding up. So that's what I'm using. So there. I love fall. I love all the spooky things. So much fun. This nail gets me every time. I love him. I even created my own sticker with this nail because I just love it. November. Again, these pages hold up really well to all my stickers. And these aren't thin, like this is thicker paper. And I've just, some of it is sticker paper. And some of it's just thicker paper that I glued in. It holds up. This paper is just so beautiful. There is a little bit of bleed through with, I use the Erin Condren dots to schedule to match, to coordinate with my calendar that I showed earlier. I will say I pressed heavy, so probably wouldn't bleed through if I didn't. So, January is not my favorite month. I'm so thankful for the couple weeks that we get off of co-ops and everything, but I'm also thankful when we go back because it puts us back on track. So, February, lots of love the love. Okay, I'll try to move faster. Okay, interesting fact. Let me go to, we have a lot of birthdays in April. But back to what I was just saying. Interesting fact, we went to Mexico last May and found out that Cinco de Mayo is actually an American-made holiday, if you will. They don't celebrate it the way we do here. So that was interesting to find out. Fun fact for you. June, we have a last day of school. We take a week or two off from that. Then we take all of July off. And then we dive back into just, math and reading and maybe a little bit of a science unit study. We'll pick a unit study like weather or rocks and minerals. We'll just pick a mini unit study. And that's what we'll do through August. Or if we need to finish up any curriculum that we didn't, I'm a very strong believer of just using what you have and keep going until it's finished. And if you have a child that is, like if you're worried, oh, this is below grade level, there's so many ways to add to your curriculum. You don't have to buy new curriculum just because your child advances in a grade. You can just add to your curriculum if you're not done, if you still have some time left. For the weekly overview, I love this so much. I was going to use this as like menu plan and whatnot, but again, I will probably say this 5 more times. ADHD, I need to separate my homeschool planner and my life planner pretty much, because we homestead, we have a farm, we have a farm stand, we have different things going on all the time. We have an Airbnb on our property. So I need to separate those things from homeschooling. Otherwise, this would be too chaotic, even for my brain. So I use this first week as just a slow start, and I do that every single school year. 15 years homeschooling now, homeschooling our last one. Other 3 are grown and have their own children and families. And yeah, it's been fun. But I love going into a slow week. We might do a craft, or, we'll paint, and we'll set up our school supplies and go over what we're going to do this year. We have a special back to school breakfast, and we'll go to the park when everybody's going to school, and we'll read a book or do something there. I love the slow start of September, and I will continue that for the rest of Danny's homeschool journey. And this is her 3rd year, and she's in 3rd grade. So then following weeks, this side will be for our year of learning with 100 Acre Wood. It's such a beautiful curriculum. If you haven't heard about it, you should look it up. It's fun. There is a character trait every week. There is a poem, art appreciation, literature, vocab, copy work. There's a little bit of science, handcraft. And co-op days, I can get away with just doing this in co-op, and that's good. Another thing I do on co-op days is we have the 180 days workbooks that I'll just pull out for each subject. It takes literally not even 10 minutes per subject. And then I feel like we've at least accomplished those subjects if they didn't get covered in co-op. So that's what we do here. And I just kind of outline it. What's good about forward planning too is you can look at it and see where you want to take your field trips, or look for special events in your area during the time of all that. So I am not going to bore you with each week, but I do have each week filled out. For co-ops, lessons, and whatnot, I have to go through and do some field trip planning. There's also field trips that pop up in our community all the time, and it's just, I love it. I love our homeschool community. When we first started 15 years ago, there was only a couple of groups, and they were awesome. They were what we needed. Now there's so many groups, you can do too much. We don't worry about socialization. We worry about finding enough time to do what we need to do at home. So it's just, I love it. I love seeing the progression of homeschooling through the years. But yeah, this is it. It's a planner. Megan is amazing from Schoolnest. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, you should be, because she truly takes her Facebook group community serious. Like, she responds to every single person that has a question, and anytime someone has a suggestion, she implements it. And every year I say, it couldn't get any better, and she finds a way to make it better, and I just love it. And the group, all the members, everybody's just kind, and it's just such a nice group to be a part of. So you should check out, if you haven't already, Schoolnest Homeschool Lesson Planner. She has a lot of different versions. You can get them on Amazon that are not spiral bound and not the special paper. This paper I'm obsessed with. I will pay the extra price for the spiral in the paper. It's a, investment in myself as a homeschool teacher, because if I love it, I'm going to open it. I'm a visual person. This is visually appealing. It has all the space for my scrapbooking and whatnot, and then it's so pretty. Year after year, I can open it up and be like, oh, do you remember this? Let me look back throughout the years from other books, and I'll pull out an old one at some point and maybe do a video on that if anyone's interested. I'm not sure. And show how I do it. I add newsletters and I add pictures, and it's just such a nice memory keeper to look back through the years. So yeah, this was my semi-chaotic ADHD overview of my homeschool planner. I would love to see yours. and how you organize yours. That's the beautiful thing about this too, is it's customizable to what fits your needs, your family needs. And I have not found a planner, and I have tried them all to do that. Like, this is the most customizable, beautiful planner you can find. I literally have tried them all. I'm not kidding. I'm planner junkie, and it's a part of my homeschool budget every year. So I have tried them all. And this has been the one that I stick with. Okay, happy planning.